Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my channel. So today I am going to be showing you guys the basics of Procreate. You can be here if you haven't even opened Procreate yet, or if you have a little bit of experience in Procreate. This is for beginners. So in this series, I'm going to be teaching you some basics. There's going to be 4 parts so you can understand all the basics of Procreate. At first, you get these 3 drawings. There you can be amazed by these drawings and see that you can get to there in digital art. You just need a little bit of practice and focus. So let's start. So here is our plus that you're going to get. I have created many drawings before, so I put this into a stack so I can show you the 3 main drawings that we're going to start with. So I put it here, but this is not how you start. And how to put in a stack, that is something that we will learn in further. This is the time that we are going to learn the basics of the basics. If you know the basics and you are kind of in an intermediate level, or you have some experience with Procreate, I would recommend to go to part 2 and not in part 1. But if you have just opened Procreate, or still there's some tips and techniques in there that you won't find in part 2, and I won't be teaching basics in part 2, so we can get to the drawing easily. So let's start. There's going to be animation, a drawing, and in this where we are going to understand all the features, starting from creating a canvas to creating a drawing. We're going to be creating something really basic today. Okay, so you're going to tap this little plus in the corner and then tap screen size. Okay, now when you have your screen size, this is where you decide your size. Okay, and this is where you decide your opacity. This brush isn't from basic Procreate. You can buy brushes elsewhere, as well as there are many brushes to experiment with in Procreate. In this series, I'm going to be also teaching you the basics of creating a brush, so you can create any brush you want and any type of, including stamp and hair brushes as well. So let's start. Here is our brushes. This is the one that I got from Art with Flow. I have these treasure boxes that I love, and go check her channel out. I love following her tutorials. So you see, I have this IPO standard kit that I also downloaded, and I am really enjoying it. These are all free by content creators, and this video is not sponsored, by the way. So leave everything behind and let's just go for basic painting and take the round brush. I have done a lot of experiments when I started basic Procreate, and you can still find many of them in there. Okay, and that is how I got good by doing experiments. And I don't think that guys should only follow tutorials. Do experiments on your own. Go and find pictures and real life objects and try drawing them. That is how you get good in every field of arts. It doesn't matter if it's sketching, painting, or digital art. Okay, which is a modern type of art. So let's just start. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you basic sizes. Okay, here you can save your sizes. I'm gonna save this size perhaps. So I'm going to tap it and tap plus, and if I don't want it, I'm going to easily tap minus. Okay, you can also put these sizes in opacity plus, and then I don't want it, I'm going to tap it again. It makes it easier, and it stops slowing it, that you don't have to change your brush size again and again. You just tap and get there. Okay, I hope you guys okay, so here we have erasers. You can even change your brushes with erasers, so you can get sharp to soft, every type of lines in your erasers as well. Everything that you have in your brush strokes, you can find it in blending and erasers as well. So here we have layers. We're going to be experimenting with them later. So Okay, the color wheel is here. The easiest way of creating colors in Procreate is using the color wheel. And we're going to go to palettes, and I'm going to show you the basic palettes that Procreate gives us. Okay, so there's going to be a little plus when you go in your palettes. Tap that little plus and tap create new palette. Okay, now go to your color disc again. When you're at your color disc, what you're going to do is, let's start by creating colors. So I'm going to be doing a drawing right now that you guys are going to follow along. So the colors that we're going to need are really simple, and I'm just going to show you guys those colors and we'll create them, and you will learn how to create colors in Procreate along the way. So wherever you go and start with Procreate, the first thing that you will see are mountains, because mountains are a really fun way to experiment with your guys' layers. And layers is something that is new to you, because I don't think you can find it in traditional art. Or if you can, comment down below. So let's start. I'm going to start with a basic round brush, and I'm going to color with a flat brush and using color fill, which is also a new feature that you will be using. Okay, so let's start. So if you here, you can go to gallery like this. When you go here, you can see you can download the small pack, Procreate handbook, get started with Procreate support, and you can leave a review down there as well, I guess. So you can crop and resize your canvas if you go there, and you can go to reset if you want the original size, and in settings, so you can enter your pixels. Okay, let's just tap down here, and in canvas you can see we have drawing guide. There are different types of drawing guide which we are also going to be experimenting with, but later. I mean, not in this part. So we have animation assist, page assist, nothing we need right now, and reference, which is also I'm going to be teaching you how to do it, but not right now. Okay, as you can easily share your image, and you can also share your layers. So there is a automatic video that is recorded, and if you want to save your memory, turn it off. Okay, so there are light interfaces, and there's the original one, and you can turn the pressure and smoothing and gesture controls, which all you can find here, and experiment with it and find the one that is the best for you. So if you are right hand interface, here you can see, and you can keep it on the left, and I like to keep it on the left. So that is something that is it. You can also have on a brush cursor, you see, which we are not using right now because I find it easier to not use it. So let's just go ahead and turn this off. Now what we're going to do is that let's just create our mountains. Here you see we're on layer 1, and we are on background. You can also select your background color. I'm going to leave it to white now because we're going to do something fun with our background. Let's start. So this area and the down, I'm going to be start by creating a light color. Let's go with a light pink. I think it will be really fun. Okay, let's go with this Barbie pink color. Okay, and we're going with the light pink. A big brush. Okay, just color it in. Just color the whole thing in, don't worry. We'll think about it later. Okay, now go ahead and choose another light, nice color. I'm going to choose purple because I think purple is really fun. Just go ahead, add a little more. Go back to your previous color. So another thing that we forgot is adding our colors to our palettes. So you see, added it. Let's go back to that pink, and let's use this, and then let's turn the opacity to 100%, and let's go. Make sure your opacity is 100% now, and before it was 50% while we did this. Now you're going to go to your blending modes, and you can tap easily Here you can see I'm tapping it and smudge with current brush. Now you're supposed to get the same brush that you're already using in painting. You guys can see I have round brush selected. Now we're going to do the same for erase. So what you're gonna do is, so now after tapping it, I have round brush selected and painting as well. Perfect. Now we're done with this. And another feature that you will learn is when you tap this, your color little, you can go to your previous color. I'm just going to show. Okay, just see that. Previous color. Now it can come really handy when you're working between two colors, and it really does, because I have used it in some paintings and it really makes work cut in half, and when you know all these tips and techniques, I guess. Okay, let's add a little bit of purple in those corners. And you're going to try to add a little bit of blue. If you don't wanna, that's it. But if you guys wanna add a little bit of depth, add some blue. Okay, I think it's good at there, so that's why I'm just switching colors in here. Okay, it's really good to learn color theory. Okay, let's add a couple dots, and just in this middle area let's add a little bit of blue, and using smudge 100%, make sure the opacity is to 69 or 70%. Okay, let's just go ahead, and you can cut these size of the brush a little smaller if you are having trouble blending. Okay, so you don't have to be perfect right now, because I have another technique up my sleeves. So just do what is necessary and keep switching sizes. Make sure you do not switch the opacity, because it overblends. We want to see the textures and all the lines that we just created. We didn't create that for nothing. So you're going to create a little bit of blue here and a little bit of blue here, and then you're going to make the opacity 100% and then blend a little again. After blending again, all these strokes will be gone. Nice. We have a little nice gradient. Now go to the magic wand and on Gaussian blur. Gaussian blur is really nice. You can blur it as much as you want. So how you like to see your background is how much you're gonna want it. So done. This is a little too much for basics, but still, let's keep going. Now, create another layer. So when you create a layer like this, whatever is underneath you cannot touch, and it will not create. But when you're underneath it and the opacity is low, you can see it. You can see what is underneath, but when you're up, you cannot see anything. What I mean to say is that whatever you draw, there's nothing, you cannot see what is underneath. Even if you go like low opacity, that is the only look. If you go low opacity, that is the opacity you'll be able to see. And I mean, like, will be able to see light through it. You won't be able to see what's underneath it. And if you want to see what's underneath it, just go to your opacity, and there are different blending modes here that you can also work with. So our opacity is max for now, and we're just going to erase, and it's not going to touch anything underneath. Fine, let's just go ahead. Okay, create a mountain using your favorite colors. I love the color purple, so let's go there. And double tap to get the original color. Okay, so I'm going to teach you another thing. Double tap here to get white, double tap down there to get black, double tap here to get an original color, and double tap over here to get a nice purple, lightish or whatever color you're in. So let's just create our mountain. So you can so the best thing is that I've been doing all this time and I didn't say is this. You can take your canvas wherever you want, zoom it in as much as you want or as little as it can go. So it also depends on what size is your canvas, how much will it zoom, and how much layers there are for. So we're not using much layers today, but you see, this is something they're going to be going with. No, that's not something we want. Go to your calligraphy brushes and to select your scrub brush. Go to a nice size like 10% and then get those sharp edges. This is something we want. Okay, now make sure it's connected to both of the sides, and this is color fill. Okay, select this, and now I did something, so I'm going to go with a little dirt, make the color a little more dark, and you guys will see just the color you picked, keep making more layers and different shades of that color, like mix it up a little, go a little bit in blues, and you will see what I'm talking about later. And I don't like this above, so I will just drag my layer underneath. I will drag layer 4 underneath layer 2 because I think it looks nice. Okay, now this is something that does happen because maybe it's not connected or the lines has a little holes. It happens with some brushes, so that's why you'll have a color fill and how much percent you want it. So make sure it's completely joined when you draw this line again. So another thing that you can do, I don't like my line, I don't want to erase it, I just want to undo it. There are buttons of undo here, but there's another way you can do it. Double tap on your screen, your line is gone. 3 taps, your line comes again. Double tap, it's gone again. Isn't it fun? Have fun experimenting. You guys see? I think it will be good underneath layer 2, so make sure that nothing comes above layer 1, okay? Now keep experimenting, and when you think you're done, just leave it. And you can get underneath, try some different layers of purple. I created another mountain. After creating it, go ahead and get the yellow color. And then you're going to make it let's make it a little more mustard and go to orange side. And if you want to make the color brown, it's really confusing and short, so I'm telling you guys, go to the color orange and then darken it. You will create brown. Okay, so we're just gonna get the color mustard and create a sun here. Okay, so what we're going to easily do is let's create another layer and drag it underneath. Perfect. Now create a circle and hold your pen in place, tap one finger, you created a perfect circle. If you want to create an oval, leave it, create a circle, press it. Now we have this tool, which is really fun to use. This is this one, this little arrow. So keep it to uniform if you don't want your circle to turn into an oval. Okay, now wherever you want, now drag it. We're creating a sun underneath the mountains. I'm creating a big sun. It's going underneath the mountains. You guys see this? Just like drag it wherever you wanna. I think this is perfect. So let's just add. So if you want to do something extra, I think we should crop our canvas. Easily go, crop and resize. Let's crop our canvas. Done. Nice, we have cropped our canvas. Let's go to the color white and another layer. Above all these layers, create some clouds. So I'm going rough and creating some rough clouds so we can just have fun. Because it is a basics tutorial, right? It's all about learning. Okay, now after creating these funky little clouds, let's give them a smiley face. Or if you want to neaten your drawing, you can easily not give your clouds a smiley face or viewer faces. And okay, so this is the funny kind that we're doing, and keep this drawing in place because in part 2 we're going to be continuing this one and taking out our smiley little clouds and doing something fun with this and go a little more intense deep into it. Make sure to practice something and go to find some pictures online and try to practice them, draw them so you can improve your drawing skills. It's a really nice drawing exercise that is suitable for intermediate, beginners, even advanced level artists. Okay, bye guys. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Let it be evil, pure evil. Remember.